As you can see, whatever bits and pieces, that's upside down.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's only available for 15 or 16 months to the amateur market. So the day after it was released, I applied for a licence for it. We weren't going to do it for a year after I applied for it, but I knew that it would take quite a long time to prepare for the project. In the event, it's taken 20 odd months to get this show to the stage it's at now.
It's probably the most difficult show the group has ever done. And I think now that we've got to this stage towards the end of the complete run and having experienced the huge success that the show has been, gives everybody, I think, a sense of achievement.
It's long, it's a long period of time, but yeah, I have enjoyed the run a lot.
Very much so. It's been really enjoyable and great fun.
I'm enjoying it so far, and definitely going to be distraught after it's over on Saturday because it's been a great run.
Loving it. My first year here, absolutely loved it, really glad I joined.
Alright, not bad. Tired. You asked me the wrong question, I am never happy.
I started back in February of last year designing the set, and because I also designed the lighting, I designed both together, and this is why I think that this show down here in front of me works, that the lighting and the set have sympathetically been worked out together. The pyrotechnics just came as part of the package. Whenever I looked at the show, I saw we needed explosions here, we needed fireworks there for sparkle at the end of a particular number. And the big cannons of streamers at the end were just thrown in as a jolly at the end to send the people home happy.
What do we do?
This is the Tower Man.
There's two aspects. Karen and her crew do the props, i.e. pillows, mirrors, books. We do the moving of the scenes.
Very important.
So, very important. We have a group of guys, right side guys, that move the triangle about. And then we have other ones that the doors behind you there, we put those into situ into place. And the flaps on the other side of the stage, either Bell's Cottage, the tavern, whatever, they have to be moved out. So that's what basically we do. We're the men in black. Nobody ever sees us. We're the trolls. We dash in, dash out, and give the actors a good image on the stage.
Right, we're going to show you how we get Chip into this trolley because it's magic. Alright. So this has been one of the most complicated bits and pieces we made. So the chip goes in there, which has got a lovely wee seat, and we've got a sloping mirror in it, so that theoretically, when you turn it around for the audience, they can't actually see the body, and it looks like the floor of the stage, so that it looks like just a head, which is what it's meant to be. And if we put a wee hat on, we'd really turn her into a little chip teacup. And there we go.
Do you find that comfortable?
Say yes, please say yes.
How do these actually go on with these?
I've got little tiny magnets, which are floral maggots they use in flower arranging. Very strong, very small, and there's staples at the bottom of each petal. So the staples just attract the magnet. One of my associates had a brilliant idea of putting straws on them, so that kept it from being knotted up. And then we've got nails in the bottom which keep it a certain amount of tension without actually pulling it off. So all I need is a little grasp and a wee pull. You see how little it takes to take it down. And just a wee tug. And then hopefully it looks like the petals just falling. And that's the secret of the rose.
That's the only thing about the backstage. We have a sheet of paper there. We're supposed to tick when they can appear every night. The names that have ticked suddenly don't appear, or other people who haven't put their names down do appear. So come about 25 past 7 at night, that's when we start panicking until people suddenly appear and go, happy days, we have enough to do the triangle, the flaps, flying in, the curtains, the duck, etc. Because obviously that's on the stage we have the forest curtain come down, the glitter curtain to come down, and the flying of the duck, quack quack. So we have that to do. Lucky enough that the girls have taken over the aspect of doing the screens, so they change over the screens from the stone wall to the rose window to the library scene. If it wasn't for them, we would be well and truly snookered. See?
And can I say that the screens are really hard to do because they're not at the end of the scene, they're in the middle of the scene, they're on somebody's cue. They are really...
There's props to put on as well.
He wouldn't know he's never done the screen.
They are, and they
this
stick.
is a part-timer. Well, you know it is, so.
It really is a team effort. That's
very
the main
much
thing.
so.
Very
Yes,
much a team effort.
very much so. If it wasn't for us, as the adjudicator said the other night, there'd be nothing. Everything is flawless and smooth and perfect.
My role backstage is very well known. I'm the eye candy. You'll get boys like Ben Crawford and Joshua McDowell telling you it's them, but secretly it's me.
If
Obviously.
he doesn't like it, he just grills us anyway, so there you go.
No, I don't enjoy wearing the makeup. I'm glad to get it off at the end of the night, but sometimes you have to do these things. It's very hot wearing a wig, which is about 1.5 feet high and quite heavy. But again, once you're used to it, it's not too bad. There's a little motor with a wee switch that you flick, and that then has a fan, and there's a bulb as well. So the light comes on, and then the fan comes on, and that then puts the cloth up, which makes it look like a flame.
Well, the first thing you got to do to prepare for an part is learn your lines. So finished that about 3 weeks before we started.
Going to music singing lessons. Usually get good advice from Alan as well. He's very good at sort of getting the camaraderie going as well for the different parts, and obviously following direction of Brian Logan. He knows how he visually wants it to be on the stage, and then he leaves you up to yourself to have your own creativity within it.
Well, Harry, you're not going to show your pendulum, Harry?
Yeah,
huh?
sure.
See how it hangs?
Show us how this pendulum works. What's the mechanics behind this now? Could you explain it to us?
Well, let's say it's not everybody can make it swing.
That's not padding, those are just tights.
In case you don't know when all this makeup goes on, there has to be a fix that they put on it. It's their fix for the night. That's a cake makeup, you see, it's all done with cake, water-based makeup. And then when you put that on, you know the sweat during the show, well, this fixes it and keeps it pretty close to solid, you know.
Well, it was decided as a cast as a production team to go with to make it more English. I think the only reason that it was done in American was because it was an American film. So no, I didn't really have any difficulty when I was told what way they wanted it done. And, yes, I've seen the film, but it was a long time ago.
I just think you get an idea of somebody else's performance, you don't get to do your own. I think it's a good way to start though. I think if you're sort of in your first few shows, I think it's a good way to learn off something that's really good. Then at some point I think you gotta get up and think on your own feet and put your own performance on whatever character you're doing. I have to say there's some characters, especially in musicals, that everybody's very familiar with, that you can't get away from the maybe the iconic performance, like maybe Fagin and Oliver, or Tevier and Fiddler in the Roof or something like that, because everybody has something ingrained in their head about how it should be played. But no, I try and stay away. But I know that a lot of people watch and research and things like that, which is good. Just each to their own, I suppose.
I did, but I didn't watch it to copy anything because the director didn't want it to be identical. I tried to put my own interpretation into it.
No, I didn't watch it. I think our children had a video years ago when we lived in Australia. I didn't see it this time with the DVD, or what do I have now, DVDs. And it was just sort of how I decided to play it, and picked up the French accent and things like that, and went for it. So I tried to put my own slant on it.
Quite honest with you, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, nor did I go and see any other production of it, other than the UK Productions professional touring show, which I did not enjoy at all. It was very much like a pantomime. And at that moment I decided I would take a more serious view of the whole project. That's why she was quite dark in places, the beast quite nasty in places, just make it more dramatic rather than a happy pantomime all the time.
No, I always intentionally avoid looking at films of musicals that we've done in the past. I didn't even know, I roughly knew the story of Beauty and the Beast, but I hadn't seen the Disney version or indeed any other version of Beauty and the Beast, because I prefer to do the character as I see the character should be played.
Here, what do you do with those? They always hang them.